Good day everyone, I'm Giselle Fatima Horhio together with my partner Claire Labitan. Today we'll be discussing about managing organizational change. This discussion will involve overcoming resistance to change, change management framework, and learning from failure. Let's start with what is organizational change management. So, this is the process of guiding organizational change to a successful resolution. This is a kind of approach that the company or an organization use to plan or implement to support the employees throughout that change. This is used to minimize disruptions and ensuring a smooth and flow sa change. So more on how to manage the people impacted by the change ang nahitabo diri nga part. And it also involved a strategic plan to navigate that changes effectively. And we also have here the organizational change. So this is the action a business take to change any of its underlying components such as process, culture, people, product, and infrastructure, and also technology. So this is the actual change within the company. Like for example, the the shift in strategy. Anong gilisa nila ilahang way on how to approach things. So let's have a proper example. Here, imagine nga your company is implementing a new software system. So what will that is the change. Your company is implementing a software system. So what will happen in organizational change management is that they're going to develop a communication plan to inform ang mga employee about any nga changes. They will provide a training session. They also will they will answer the questions of the employees regarding these changes. So there are two types of organizational change. We have here the adaptive change and transformational change. So, it's not only one reason nga nung ang company sometimes or an organization will change something within the company. It might be kanang mag-ilis sila og new leader. For example, mag-ilis sila og manager or na sila idagdag nga tao or di kaya they will shift into bag-o nga way gani or process into making their product ingana. Then also implementation of technology which is very common right now kanang they will to make the work smooth or kana ang pas they will have new technologies. And also for this to have a smooth transition, it's important to have a set of organizational change management process that can adapt and applied across various type of changes. So when we say adaptive change, this is a small incremental change organization adapt to address the needs that evolve over time. While transformation now change have a larger scale and scope than adaptive change. Later on, I will give some example about this. Uh, Transformational change can often involve a major shift in mission, strategy, structure, performance, and processes. So example for adaptive change is that if you have a coffee shop, you will add specialty. So there are common sa imong coffee shop na adara ka sa latte, adara ka sa espresso. So pwede ka mag-add og kuan, specialties. You can also offer ang customers pwede nila ma-customize ilang mga drinks. Sila mo pili kung pila ka shots nga espresso ilang ganahan. And you can also offer a free Wi-Fi. So this is just a minor adjustment in adaptive change. So minor, gamay ra siya. Much easier to adopt. But when it comes to transformational change, it's kind of complicated and medyo lisod siya i-adapt for some people, labi na if they don't have much knowledge about the changes. So let's have here an example. Let's connect it to the adaptive change ngayon sa example. Di ba again, ang adaptive change, minor changes ra akong gibuhat. But in transformational change, there is a large scale nga changes nga akong buhaton, which is I will dive into putting ganing menu for lunch, breakfast and dinner. Instead of coffee shop per siya, I make it ang full service cafe nga nag-offer siya og breakfast, lunch o ang dinner. So in this part, it involves significant or dako siya nga changes nga akong gibuhat kay ma-affect man diri ang staff. So kay dako man ang changes, maybe I will add some stuff. I will add some machines. I will add some menus, also the equipments. So there is kinahanglan ta og dako nga kwarta, and it will also take time to completely nga ma-implement na nga changes. So that's the difference between the two types of organizational change. Then let's have the resistance to change. So all of us may hear the saying the only constant in this world is change. Medyo siya, OA siya paminawon, but that change is inevitable. Especially in an organization, change can come in many forms. And for a reason, people are overwhelmingly resistant to change. Siguro kay hadlok sila nga they cannot cope up with the change. But we must remember that the change we make, or the change that an organization makes, sometimes it doesn't come out bad. It can be also good. So what is resistance to change? Resistance to change is unwillingness to adapt to new circumstances or way of doing things. So it can happen, like I said, it can happen to individuals, relationship, or within the organization. And there are many reasons for that. So example for the reason kay lack of trust sa leader sa company, like they don't trust their team leader. Poor communication, so they don't have proper communication regarding about the changes. Emotional response is that kay wa makakaibaw nga changes, there is a feeling of anger, then afraid nga possible ma-out ka sa ma-out ka na company or organization kay di ka cope up sa change. Then fear of failure, they're scared that they cannot cope up with the change inside the company. Then surprises, shock sila nga nanday kay bago nga gi-implement. Then constant change, also constant change kay if sige man jud kag usab kinsa may say dili makuha na kapuyon. So also inside the company, that constant change may affect how the people work. So how do we overcome resistance to change? So just communicate early and often. This will help you improve and let your employee know about the change things are happening as soon as possible. Share with them whatever information. You don't need to ang 'di ba sometimes nga naman yung secret ang isa ka organization nga dili nila pwede i-say na lang jud sa kanang mga ilahang workers. Pero if possible, pangitan kani changes, if possible pwede nimo siya ma-share sa imong employees for them to be also aware. Be clear with them. Because people tends to feel void with speculation kanang wala kalat na dito nga about sa inyong organization nga kanang basta inyong organization is in your organization it wouldn't have a peaceful environment. So next is listen to employees. So have ears for their concerns. Be on ears to their concerns. Ayaw ikari ang pagkakanang nonchalant gani. I think this will also help them feel valued by listening to their options. Though di man nimo tanan ma-implement or mabuhat ang ilahang mga ganing opinions, but at least you listen to them and you can create a better explanation nganong dili siya pwede i-implement katong opinions. And then educate your employees. Knowing that organizations are generally trying to make things better, not all employees have knowledge about this. Even if they may not like it, try to explain why it's important and what will be the outcome. So, sa ganahan kag sa basta mo na itong buhaton and you know that this change can help improve our company. Then, name emotion. In this case of organizational change, naming fear, frustration, anxiety, or concern about this change might help employee work through them faster. I'm not saying you need to spend endless hours processing about their emotion, but it's good practice to address the issue directly. And then we have the timing is everything. So if you're going to launch changes, not directly. For example, you will change something. Maybe you will allocate time. You will inform them that by next year we will be having our new team manager or maybe by the next on the second half of month we will be implementing something. Next is provide ongoing support. Once you implement the changes or once you said the changes, be mindful and provide support to your employees. Maybe they were having a hard time coping up with the changes. With your care for them and with your what do you call that? With your support, they will feel nga I can do it. So that are just examples of how overcoming resistance of change. So let's have Next, to be discussed by Claire Labitan, the Change Management Framework.
Good day everyone, I am Clara Labitat and I will be discussing about change management framework and learning from failures. So first, let's have change management framework. So change is an inevitable aspect of any organization's growth and development. As businesses adapt to new technologies, market dynamics, and organizational needs, it becomes crucial to have a robust organizational change management framework in place. So, change is essential for any organization's growth. Samtang ang mga negosyo kinahanglan mag-adjust sa bagong teknolohiya, market shifts, ug mga panginahanglan sa sulod o internal needs. And then, importante kaayo nga adunay strong change management framework. This framework helps organizations navigate change effectively, minimizing disruptions and maximizing success. Understanding change management framework. So before delving into the specifics of effective change management strategies, it is important to understand the overall concept of a change management framework. In simple terms, a change management framework refers to a structured approach that helps organizations manage and navigate through the process of change. So it provides a set of guidelines, tools, and processes to ensure that change is planned, executed, and monitored effectively. Implementing a change management framework enables organizations to minimize resistance, build stakeholder support, and achieve desired outcomes while minimizing disruptions to operations. So first is minimize support resistance. So a change management framework helps reduce resistance by clearly communicating the change, providing training, and involving stakeholders in the process. Next is build stakeholder support. So by identifying stakeholders, tailoring communications, and building relationships, a change management framework fosters buy-in and support. Last is achieve desired outcomes while minimizing disruption to operation. Through careful planning, resource allocation, and continuous monitoring, a change management framework allows organizations to implement change effectively and minimize disruptions to daily operations. Next is we have here key components of a change management framework. So a well-structured change management framework comprises several key components that work together to drive successful change. So these are the components. This includes first is the leadership commitment. So effective change management begins with strong leadership commitment. Leaders must visibly champion the change initiative, communication its importance, and actively participate in the change process. So, ang ilang commitment sets the tone for the entire organizations and helps build trust and confidence in the change. Next is change readiness assessment. So before embarking on any change initiative, it is critical to assess the organization's readiness for change. This involves identifying potential barriers, understanding the level of employee readiness, and determining the overall feasibility of the change. Third is change communication plan. So communication is a crucial aspect of change management. A comprehensive communication plan ensures that the right information is delivered to the right stakeholders at the right time. So makatabang sad ni siya to manage expectations, address concerns, and mo create og shared visions for the change. Effective communication is key to gaining stakeholder buy-in and ensuring that everyone understand the purpose and benefits of the change. So, ang ikaapat is change impact analysis. So, by understanding the impact of the change and various aspects of the organization is essential. This includes identifying potential risks, assessing the impact on process, systems, and people, and developing mitigation strategies. So, a thorough impact analysis helps organizations proactively address challenges and minimize disruption during the change process. So, ang ikalima is ang training and development. So, by providing adequate training and support to employees is essential para sa success change adoption. This includes providing training on new processes, system and tools, as well as ongoing support to address any changes or concern. So, ang effective training and development programs help employees build the necessary skills and knowledge to embrace the change and contribute to its success. Last is change measurement and evaluation. To ensure the success of change initiatives, it is essential to set clear objectives and measures of success. By measuring the impact of the change, organizations can identify what is working well and what need to be adjusted. So allowing for continuous improvement and refinement of the change management approach. So next is learning from failure. So this wisdom of learning from failure is incontrovertible, yet organizations that do it well are extraordinarily rare. This gap is not due to a lack of commitment to learning. So these are there are common misconceptions of failure. First is failure is not always bad. So in organizational life, it is sometimes bad, sometimes inevitable, and sometimes even good. It can be unavoidable, beneficial, or detrimental depending on the context. Next is learning from failure is straightforward. So the attitudes and activities required to effectively detect and analyze failures are in short supply in most companies. So dili siya simple nga process and nag-require siya og thoughtful analysis and reflection. So there are three essential activities of failure. So first is detecting failure. This refers to the process of identifying and uncovering failures within an organization, particularly kadtong dili dayon makita o makaapekto. So example, think of it like a doctor performing a checkup. So they're not just looking for obvious symptoms, but nagsusisad na sila ko alang sa mga tago nga kondisyon nga mahimong dili dayon makita but could lead to serious health issues down the line. Next is analyzing failure. It is a crucial step in any organization's journey towards continuous improvement. It helps to turn mistakes into opportunities for growth and development. So, analyzing failure. It's like performing an autopsy on a problem. It's about dissecting a failure, examining its parts, and understanding why it happened. It's not just about pointing fingers or assigning blame, but about learning from the experience and preventing similar failures in the future. Last is promoting experimentation. So, it is about creating an environment where trying new things like taking risks and learning from failure is not only accepted but actively encouraged. It, it's about fostering a culture of curiosity, innovation, and continuous improvement. So imagine you're building a Lego castle. So ganahan ka mo try og different designs, mag-experiment with different blocks and even make mistakes along the way. So promoting experimentation in a company is like encouraging everyone to be like that Lego builder, to try new things even if they not always work out perfectly. So that's all for learning from failure. So I have here a saying that don't be afraid to fail. It's okay to make mistakes. In fact, mistakes are great learning opportunities. Like if your Lego tower fails over, you can figure out why and build it stronger next time. That's all. Thank you.